Welcome to EDC's Week in Review, your December 15th edition. Here are the top stories. Deputies injured after being dragged by fleeing suspect's truck. Deputies suffered injuries while being knocked over and dragged by a fleeing suspect's truck following a suspicious person call in Cameron Park, prompting an overnight manhunt before the arrest of the driver, 31-year-old DeAndre Bottoms. The suspect call led sheriff's deputies to a Nissan Titan with Texas plates and Bottoms, who attempted to speed off during questioning, catching and propelling a deputy about 15 feet while striking another. Deputies later located an abandoned truck, but continued the search until apprehending Bottoms peacefully around 1 a.m. with the help of area agencies. Attempted murder at Placerville Best Western Hotel. A 77-year-old Monterey woman was arrested for attempted murder after firing gunshots at a Best Western hotel worker in Placerville and into an occupied restaurant. Michelle Jason initially sparked a frenzied 911 response by shooting inside her hotel room and toward an employee outside before entering a restaurant wielding her firearm, where witnesses hid in fear. Thankfully, Jason left the restaurant without harming anyone, but still faces serious charges for her blatant, near-fatal aggression that traumatized bystanders in our normally safe town. Sinclair station employee arrested for late-night burglary. An employee of the Cameron Park Sinclair gas station was arrested for allegedly breaking in overnight and stealing cash and lottery tickets after disabling the alarm system with his key. The brazen burglar, identified as Nathan Brown, was captured clearly by video surveillance, but also recognized by his clothing by a fellow employee. Most of the pilfered money and items were recovered when deputies searched Brown's home, providing definitive evidence for charges over the betrayed internal theft. General Manager resigns from EDH CSD. Kevin Lowen resigned from the El Dorado Hills CSD without explanation amidst an independent investigation into misconduct allegations during his tenure as general manager. Lowen's sudden exit follows resident complaints from July about potential contract violations and conflicts of interest related to his unauthorized consulting gigs. Though details are confidential, the closely guarded probe and staff turnover suggests serious infractions occurred under the now ex-manager's leadership. Placerville Biergarten closes after just 6 months. In a surprising announcement, the popular Biergarten, which recently opened downtown in May, has permanently closed without providing a reason, puzzling patrons. The charming Main Street establishment had quickly become a beloved hub for beers and bites before cryptically announcing its sudden demise via Facebook. While the solemn sign-off thanked loyal customers, it divulged no details on the premature shutdown, raising questions about the behind-the-scenes issues plaguing the fledgling business. Camino school community demands principal resign over allegations. Parents, teachers, and staff crowded into a school boardroom, demanding the resignation of the Camino School District's new superintendent/principal, Brett Nelson, over allegations. Personal testimonies from parents alleged inappropriate behavior, and comments from Nelson, such as asking students sexual orientation, while broader complaints criticized administration communication. Demands were reinforced by no-confidence votes from teachers and staff unions. Tensions peaked when a closed session video was mistakenly released, showing board members criticizing specific individuals, prompting backlash like a new social media group publicizing misconduct claims and board resignation guidance. Nelson and the board apologized for the video release, but emphasized commitment to healing rifts in the school community, though many question if rebuilding trust is possible amid calls for leadership overhaul. County moves to ban syringe exchange programs. In an effort to curb rising overdoses, the county leaders drafted an urgency ordinance to prohibit syringe exchange programs, which they say increase public health risks, introducing it for final approval next week to halt operations like Sierra Harm Reduction Coalition. The proposed ordinance echoes concerns that the program encouraged drug use with minimal evidence of reducing disease transmission, while reports rise of improperly disposed needles around public spaces like the Placerville Library. If enacted, as expected, the county would implement fines and misdemeanor charges to enforce the prohibition. Rebuilt Grizzly Flats Post Office nears completion. The Grizzly Flats Post Office nears completion over 2 years after the Caldor fire destroyed the community's original branch, offering residents a restored service and sense of hope. Despite denial of FEMA aid from the federal government, the rebuilt post office will be the first major structure to return since the wildfire burned down the elementary school, church, and hundreds of homes. While no official opening date has been set, the forthcoming service marks a major stride towards recovery by restoring a vital community hub for the displaced residents. Pioneer Elementary principal pleads guilty to child sex charges. Boyd Holler pled guilty to distributing pornography to a minor and contacting a minor for sex after engaging in explicit chats with an undercover agent posing as a 12-year-old girl. The case revealed Haller's pattern of preying on underage targets, including sending sexual images and attempting to arrange an illicit meetup. Set to be sentenced to up to 4 years in prison, Haller's conviction for grievous betrayal of his position concludes an investigation unveiling disturbing misconduct from a community leader. 8.5 tons of garbage removed from homeless camp behind CVS. EDSO's homeless outreach team led a collaborative cleanup effort last week behind the Pollock Pines CVS, removing nearly 17,000 pounds of waste and trimming trees to improve visibility and quality of life. Personnel partnered with local businesses, community leaders, and over 15 volunteers to finally tackle the longtime problematic area, often inhabited by homeless encampments. The massive haul included 16 tires, 26 hypodermic needles, and tons of litter cleared out through diligent community teamwork over several months of coordination. Skier has close call with charging bear at Heavenly. A startled skier narrowly dodged a sudden, sprinting black bear on the Ridge Run Trail at Heavenly Resort in an intense, up-close wildlife encounter caught on a now viral TikTok video. The gripping footage shows the bear unexpectedly rushing across the trail as a group of skiers descends, with the filming skier nearly colliding into the animal before it disappears off-trail. While evading disaster, the heart-stopping incident spotlights the unpredictable nature encounters possible in the Tahoe wilderness and the need to respect boundaries with its wild residents. Teens disc golf course opens to fanfare at Markham Middle School. The Markham Middle School community gathered for the ribbon cutting of an ambitious new disc golf course built to fulfill Jacob Patterall's Eagle Scout project after rallying immense support over 2 years. Through securing over $9,000 in donations from community sponsors, the high school senior constructed a recreational haven offering generations of students outdoor fun because of his family's passion for disc golf. District and local leaders heaped praise on the mature undertaking, exemplifying Scouts' values of leadership and community service. This has been EDC's Week in Review, your December 15th edition. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And if you want to learn more about these stories, please see the show notes.